weak forward air into strong forward air, but there's going to be like some lead into it as opposed to just like, I'm locked it on, I do a just straight back air, oh, you're gone, cool.
Yeah, there's some sort of like initial commitment. This is a button check. Oh, wait. They might not be button check?
I guess not.
Or maybe they already did the button check. Never mind, we're hopping straight into it. Blackbird, off the start, initially is trying to establish hitboxes early. And what that does as Zetterburn, both in the sense of back air, in the sense of forward air, up air, all that jazz, is it makes Ranno start to fear just taking space recklessly, because Ranno does not like the trade. He's always been about asserting frame data dominance and outright winning, not trying to play the trade game that Zetter is perfectly fine with, because whether it's the Zetterburn or the character he's playing against, stocks don't last very long.
Yeah, no, exactly, right? Especially in a matchup like this. Anyone playing against Zetter, general game plan is, can I get this guy off stage? And then if I do, can I just like kill him?
You can just hit him,
yeah,
hit the cat.
That's it, right? And then Zetter's like, all right, in this scenario, can I make it so that I have to recover high? And speaking of conversions, right? Back air and up strong, you know, the classic.
Nice response from Black.
But like, it's just, it's so hard to cover Zetter's recovery when he's recovering high, because pity flip is just so unreactable, you know? Like, you just, oh.
The downbeat cancels can get so crazy, and then the pity flips on top of that, but that's just an instant forward air. Has the wall, though. Those walls going so deep matters so much for Zetterburn, because there's plenty of distance on the recovery, gets the downbeat cancel to the wall, and gets all the way back to stage even, but that's going to set up down throw into forward strong.
I don't like that.
Yeah, don't DI in. Like, like that's kind of a bread and butter for easy punishes if you're the Ranno player. Oh, we're not finding the down tilt, but we are finding the up air. Blackbird is just all about aggression. We're missing the baby dash forward tech chases, instead just looking for back throw setups. Shoobopper kind of playing on the back foot a ton of this game. Even when he's getting a hit like that back air out of shield, Blackbird was instantly ready for the floor hug into up tilt, and just instantly responding. That was a crazy grab, but we didn't up strong.
Yeah, instead goes for the falling up air. I mean, granted, on the claws, so hurt quite a bit, but there we go. Actually, just kind of sits there. I thought maybe we were going to see like a refresh from vulnerability,
like,
you know, a jump back air or something. But instead, I guess we just jump from the top rope.
It's okay. That's one of those Hail Mary options. I did not expect Blackbird just to say, whatever. Like, let's just go for it. Let's see if we can connect this. Going for the, wall jump into air dodge. Keep in mind that air dodge to ledge has no invulnerability as of the latest patch, so you do have to be careful how many times you're air dodging to ledge, but you can get away with it a couple times as Shoobopper evens up the game with that forward air. Connecting on a straight hit is an important game plan. No special pummel, we're getting the break instantly.
All right, man, just to get 2 up tilts as well, gets a shield grab off of that dash attack, and just like that, converting extremely quickly, goes to grab the ledge, but a pity flip to ledge, had he held on, maybe could have put a pretty precarious scenario for Shoobopper, but this is a pretty cool string we're seeing here.
Yeah, soft forward air into just up air, though. I kind of want to see Blackbird mix these into down airs instead, but we're still getting the shine up strongs. We're still chasing and converting into so much damage. Wanted the second up strong. We're going straight for the grab. Nice DI, though, on the side of Shoobopper to get away. And reverse forward air, one more. You can't make it back from this, and you get this. If you play your cards right, Shoobopper needs one more back air. No, doesn't even need it. Just needs to roll on, and you live and die by the offstage game, and you live and die by the conversion game if you're Zetter. If you miss one or two of the things, yeah, it's reverse hit forward air. It's crazy.
I can feel if I'm Blackbird in this situation, I am like screaming internally that this is how I lose the match. Right? It's just like, oh, super got Ranno'd moment, but like
forward air from ledge.
It's like how, you know, even if you think that's gonna happen, you're probably not thinking that like you're gonna get sent that way, so the DI is not gonna be there. And
yeah, you're okay with taking the forward air. You're not okay with the reverse forward air.
Oh, that's rough. But despite that, I mean, was still a pretty strong game 1 for Blackbird. I do not feel like getting game 2 is going to be too difficult if they play more or less the same game.
Yeah, it's just going to matter like how much did Shoobopper change up in this game 2 after kind of taking a little bit of a cheeky game number 1. Oh, that's a rough recovery route. One more back air. But the platform from Jules Field, this is why you go here. This is why every stage with platforms over the lip of the ledge matters so much for a character like Zetterburn. Even stages that have platforms close to it, like a rock wall, for instance. Like those matter so much for Zetterburn's recovery routes.
Oh, ooh. Okay, yeah, just kind of beef the recovery there a little bit, right? Happens sometimes. Just try to use that up special. Ended up going a little bit too far, got the wall jump a little too late, couldn't make it back. not much else to say there. Just kind of happens sometimes.
Right. Do you have to keep in mind Blackbird has gone to platform twice with the up special. Need to be careful just how many times you're doing that as a recovery route, because Ranno can stuff that out massively if you play your cards too wrong. Looked for the neutral tech on forward air on the neutral tech. That would have been pretty sick.
Okay, reverse forward air.
That hitbox, that looked like the spiking hitbox, and Game said, you know what, you got it.
It's like, you know what? Sometimes,
sure.
I mean, I'm sure if you're a Blackbird right now, you're like, brother, what is happening to me?
That's okay, though. We're coming down with the forward air. Another forward strong attempt on the ledge trap, on the tech chase, rather, as we go right into a ledge trap. Never mind, we're just sending it. That's 2 for 2 on those down Bs. Full dives, full sends, and we're getting the spikes. We're getting the stocks, even. Blackbird in a pretty commanding position when it comes to the offensive routes. I think the combo route and the combo game from Blackbird has been so on point there, but Shoobopper finds little moments to take advantage of and takes him all the way for a ride. Another tech chase into the down strong, but we're forward airing from ledge. We're getting the fireball, back throw into the forward air. Needs one more hit to do it. Looked for the recovery on stage and is right to do so. That forward air was cleanly placed.
Yeah, and there's something you can tell, right? Like these players, you know, doing their best, obviously, but you can kind of tell from their gameplay that they're not super familiar with a lot of some of the more advanced mechanics in Rivals, right? Like, we've been watching, you know, 2 games. I don't know that I've seen, like, a singular wave dash, to be honest.
Bro, have they not been wave dash?
They have not.
They've just been jumping at each
They're
other.
just jumping and running, right? And so, like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, why aren't you doing, like, invincible back air from ledge? I don't think you know
you might not, yeah,
how to actually do it, right? Which also makes it fun to watch, though, because, like, I think there is a perspective, especially if you haven't played, like, a platform fighter that necessarily uses those mechanics like that. You're able to kind of watch and still appreciate and understand how people's brain is developing for how they think they should play the game, right? There's no, like, correct way. There are definitely some ways that are much more effective, but, like, you know, it's interesting.
No, I'm totally with you, Flambeau. Like the amount of times we're just seeing Blackbird do a ton of the on-hit stuff, that's crazy. Yeah. But then miss out on some of the what even you and I would consider more bread and butter type of Zetterburn style. Like it's very, very unique, and the fact that Rivals of Aether, like, it treasures this kind of uniqueness, take your character's unique attributes and use them to full effect. There's not many times you're seeing that the down B fully sent as an edge guarding tool, except as a Hail Mary, but Blackbird has integrated it into just the normal edge guarding type of kit, which makes it very, very different perhaps from any other Zetterburn that Shoobopper may have played before, if there has been that many. We are going to go to Delta Low for Game 3. Again, this is another losers round 5, so winner gets into top 48.
There we go. Gatling combo coming out from Blackbird here. Well, setting up a tech chase, throws out yet another dash attack, and hey, we're seeing some shine. There we go. Yeah, he's starting to cook up a little bit. I've been waiting for those.
Yeah, I mean, Shine is in a weirdly deceptive position when you're looking at top-level gameplay, but how many times is Shoobopper ready for, well, conversions like that? That was super nice, but the are you ready to floor hug Shine is like a big question that Zetterburn players can ask repeatedly over the course of a set, and sometimes they're not ready and you get a massive conversion, and sometimes they are and you get exploded, but it's okay. Like that's the game you play as Zetterburn from picking the character.
Here we go. Next, another forward air coming out. Swinging back, though, from Shoobopper, and they're just kind of like trading hitboxes here. I like that. Goes for a forward air off the ledge as a punish. Gets caught, has no jump here, has to burn the up special to try to get out of harm's way, but it's not going to work. A nice reaction from Blackbird. Go ahead and punish that attempt at getting the safety.
Oh, tries for forward air twice instead of just taking the guaranteed back air. Any way that you can get Zetter off stage is kind of the name of the game, regardless of how you do it. Not going for the get-up attack. Instead, we're just letting Blackbird back on. Shoobopper missing a golden opportunity to try and even up the game. And a second, not threatening off stage at all against Blackbird. You can't let Zetterburn get back for free, or else you're going to find yourself on the wrong side of a sweet spot forward air, and those claws take no prisoner.
Oh, gets caught.
Yeah, that should do it, yeah.
So active.
It's great.
And you get hit by the, like, that's the weak hitbox. You saw how far Zetter got sent? Like,
I mean, at 140, like, I would hope so.
I mean, it's the weak hitbox.
Oh, these up airs are nuts. So much damage. Instant 53, and there's no response here from Shoobopper, who looked for a forward tilt and getting another grab.
Wow.
Oh, we're misspacing at that time. Needed an out-of-shield punish instead of just taking the throw.
Okay, goes for these empty hops into trying to chase with a dash attack. But at this point, I mean, Shoobopper is so far behind. I mean, if you are Blackbird here, this forward air sets up a pretty good edge guard situation for you. Wow, he wave lands to the plat.
He wave landed to the plat and read the recovery high, but just missed out on the punish. Another down throw, gets the tech chase with the forward strong.
Gonna survive one of these. Isn't even gonna put the fire. Goes for the tried and true down special edge guard, and you can see the purple flash there to let you know that this set is over.
And I think it comes back to what you were saying a little earlier, Flambeau, right? Like was a ton of times where we'd see some like solid Ranno stuff from Shoobopper, but as a weird way to make this point, like he was playing Ranno like you play Melee Sheik. And while that can be a decent baseline, I mean, he got 49th.
Yeah.
Like, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
But you're missing out on a ton of what makes Ranno so good by not utilizing needles in the way that they can be utilized well, by, which are very different from how Sheik utilizes needles. You're not seeing, like, the upbeat dive kicks for recovery mix-up. Yes. We didn't see side special at all. We didn't see bubble
recovery, like, at all.
We didn't see any of the mix-ups. It was just Melee Sheik, but Frog.
Yeah, and even then, there's still like some Melee Sheik missing in there, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you've won an edge guard Fox, every Melee Sheik, refresh invincibility, jump back air. Like that, you know, your brain, but we didn't see that either. And just so like a little bit of a, you know, just gotta hit the lab a little bit. That's really it. You gotta hit the lab. Just
take a glance at some of the really good Rannos that are around. We even, in fact, have one here that started in this wave in Lucius. Like, there's some really good Ranno play that you can look at to fully understand what the character can do and what can be done. And it's just a matter of implementing that with your style because, as mentioned before, the uniqueness is on full display for every character in Rivals of Aether 2. It's just a matter of how you change that with what's good and how you want to play and create this trifecta of brilliance.
Yeah, because that's the cool thing about Rivals, that like there's just like so much.
So much.
There's just so much. You can like approach the game with